Hi, I just want to make a video about the new changes in update 4.2 from King of Avalon. Actually quite a lot of small changes, and some of them can be a bit influential of your gameplay, so I think it's worthwhile to go through them. First, one of the major new features that is introduced is the Kingdom Quest. So at first, if you don't pay attention to the event center, this might look like just another variation of the Christmas maps, where you get fragments for slaying monsters and raiding the barbarian camps. But there's something extra to it. Actually, you also work with your whole kingdom towards certain point targets. And when you have reached those, you can claim extra prizes. So that's actually quite interesting. And it is going on for a certain time. I think still 27 days to go, so maybe there were like 30 in total or something. So hopefully as a kingdom you can reach a lot of those targets and get many rewards. So don't hoard them up like later to do later, but just do them so that as a kingdom you can work towards these point targets. And you get interesting buffs as well when you reach those targets. Besides the prizes, those buffs are instantly active as soon as you reach those point targets throughout the whole kingdom. So it's not items that you get. There's a new equipment set that I haven't really looked into yet, the Ice Lord set. I will later do a comparison, fill it in on my website, and so that we can also compare it to the Death Seeker set. That's probably the most interesting comparison. My first impression, of course it is better, but my first impression is that it is especially better for bowmen, but I have to dive into it a bit deeper. There are so many boosts in both sets that's difficult to just make an ad hoc comparison. And that's where my gear comparison tool on my website actually comes in handy. But yeah, for that I first have to fill in all the boosts that I hope to have some time for soon. So keep a lookout on my website for that. Another thing that has changed is the Undead trader. The rates for things have changed. I don't know exactly the old rates, but for example, for materials, you could get one material for 1 coin. Now you get 13 for 6. So that has less than 50% of the price decrease. For the other ones, I don't really know. I think the runes were the same, and the scrolls as well. Another quite major change is the resources. There's something positive in the sense that you get more now. Previously, once you have reached floor 65, you could get for 1 coin 500 silver and 2000 iron. Now you get for 3 coins 7 times 500, so that's more than double the rewards. And also for iron it is similar. Now for 7 coins you get 16, well previously you got 1 for 1 of the 2000. But the major drawback is that there's now a limited amount of items that you can buy. I was using this as kind of a tactic to get a lot of resources for my upgrades. I was no longer focusing on the developing my dragon spirits further, but just benefit from this. I did use a lot of my coins. I had collected maybe, I don't remember, like 30 or 40,000. I used a lot for my wall 29 and my range 29. A lot of silver and iron I bought. But yeah, now I cannot buy more, and actually it seems like I'm going to accumulate more coins than I can spend on the resources, at least on the top items. I'm still going to do that, but it is maybe not as much as I would like. I'm getting 1500 every 1 day and 8 hours, and that I'm not going to spend. I do feel that there's also an added benefit, but I don't really know exactly, but I think the extra food that you get was also not there previously, but I was not too focused on food at that time. I think I'm going to grab that now as well, and probably also grab the other lower tier ones, which are actually now price-wise still quite attractive. comparable to the other ones previously. So it's not that bad, but it is yeah, it's quite a bit of pity that they change things in a negative way as well. Okay, there are new ways to get rare materials, sorry, not raw, rare materials. I'm not really sure if there are many different ways at this moment. The only thing that I saw is when you get the bonus barbarian chests, when you open them, you have a chance of getting rare material chest fragments. Probably you need, let me look, I would expect you need 100 of these to open them up. Yeah, you need 100, and then I assume you can get, from the look of it, the materials inside those are those special materials for the gold sets, the gold equipment sets. So that's quite nice that you can get them now. It's quite hard to get 100 probably. It seems you get like 2 or 3 each time you open a chest. At least the level 7 chest that I've been opening. Normally I don't go for lower camps anymore, besides the 31 to 35. So I typically have the level 7 bonus chest, and there I got like 2 or 3. The last time I opened 3 chests to have a check, I got 8 of those fragments. So another thing that I haven't looked at yet is they say there is a golem improvement, yeah, but that will only be shown the next time the golem is there. Supposedly when a golem is killed during the event, you right away get a new golem, so that should be quite nice as well. So you can keep hitting it. There is a market price optimization, that's what they call it. But yeah, looking at the marketplace, probably that's what they refer to. What I see only now is that the wood prices have incredibly increased for a lot of things. This one is difficult to compare because normally you only got 5,000 Dragon XP. But even if you, let's just grab this one and go to the next one. If you have resource for resource items, yeah, you pay a lot more wood than you used in the past, which is a bit yeah, strange. I mean, you have to go through it to see it. It's a bit strange. It gets to a point that I think, well, I'm going to use my wood eventually for Combat 2 research a lot, even though I have plenty now. I'm probably not going to exchange so much in the marketplace anymore. There are better Merlin gifts. I have seen a normal badge that I got once, but I've not been that active on, so I don't know all of them. But yeah, you should always pay attention to the Merlin gifts, and hopefully there's some better stuff now. There are more ways to obtain equipment scrolls. What I've seen here is that now in the Spire loot and in the Spire loot of the Magic Spire and in the Spirit Store, in the Spirit Altar, there are now ways to get Deathseeker equipment scroll fragments. So that might be a way, together with getting those raw rare materials, to get that Deathseeker gear, which could be quite interesting, but I feel it's quite a lot to get. So I will just show you one of those shops. The other one is in the Spirit Altar. So here you have this sealed Deathseeker equipment scroll fragments. And yeah, you need 100 of these to get equipment, so that is quite a tall order, but it could be nice, and at least there is a way to get it now as a small or non-spender. There are some changes in the merchant fair. What I see is that it seems it's now possible, the prices have gone down a bit. I'm looking at the Stone of Gironfil. I think that was more expensive previously. Now you can get it for 14k. I'm not completely sure about that. The other one is that now there are Deathseeker pieces available as well. They are very expensive in my eyes, I mean for me at least, but you can get them there, so that's quite nice. You can now add troops to garrisoned buildings. You can now add troops to Avalon buildings you have garrisoned already, so that's supposedly interesting. And Violent and Dragon Spirit Arena rewards are optimized. I don't know what that means. I've looked at the rewards. I didn't see anything changed yet, but maybe I have to participate in the events to see the changes. If anyone has any tips on these, that would be appreciated as well, what the changes are. Yeah, overall, it's quite, most of the features I feel like they are beneficial for low and non-spenders, so that's always nice. Always nice to have some new stuff in there. I'm not, yeah, especially because I was now very much focusing my strategy to get a lot of resources from the Undead trader, so I'm not too happy about that change, but okay, that is the way it is. I used a lot of the coins already, luckily. So that's it. If anyone else has any comments or questions about these changes, I might have missed something, always please feel free to share. That's much appreciated. And thanks for watching this video.